Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 27th March 2023. My name is T.S.V. Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. This is my spiritual vlog on YouTube. Haribol TRSV nectar NECTAR nectar. Kindly subscribe to this vlog and press the bell icon so that I may keep reminding you of my other videos. In this particular vlog, in my videos, we have been discussing about the knowledge and information that we have gleaned through the study of spiritual books, scriptures, contemplation on the material universe, and meditation on the spiritual universe. This is no exception to the rule. This video is only a continuation of what we have been doing till now. For the past few videos, we have been talking about the vibrations from the four layers of the body of a soul and its reactions. Of these, the vibrations from the three subtle bodies to the fourth gross body have already been discussed. As I had reminded before, till now we were revolving or floating on the material plane. We were discussing only about material vibrations from the subtle bodies of causal intelligence and logic, astral mind of emotions and feelings, and the five etheric senses. From now on, we shall try to graduate to the soul or the spiritual side of the life of a human living entity. Before proceeding further, let me remind you that every living entity's ultimate aim is to get self-realized as to who he or she is. That is, I must try to contemplate and meditate on who am I. Plus, once I have self-realized, then I should aim at liberation from a permanent detachment from the material world, understand my spiritual self, and ultimately aim at the deliverance to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In that process, we have now started or we are trying to graduate into thinking like a soul. This soul or spiritual spark is closest to the first layer of the material body, that is, causal intelligence. The three material layers of body which were used to envelop the soul a long time back have already exhausted the vibrations created by them for the gross body and for the material universe. Now, they are poised to take a suggestion or teaching or advice from the soul itself, for vibrations from the soul to the gross body and thus to the material universe. The soul is farthest from the material universe, the gross body, and the etheric senses. The astral mind of spiritual devotion and platonic love comes midway, whereas the causal body of intelligence and logic, which, as I had mentioned earlier, is totally spiritual logic, is closest to the soul. Hence, vibrations from the soul go directly to this causal body or subtle body of intelligence and logic. As mentioned before, 95% of human or any other living entities float in the planes of etheric senses or maximum astral mind. Only 5% are connected to the causal body of intelligence and logic. These are people who are intellectuals, erudite people, educationists, scientists, discoverers, teachers, professors, etc., renunciants, saints, rishis, maharishis, and the like. They are people who are on various levels of self realization, liberation, and ultimate deliverance. These people are seeking a permanent disconnection from the material world so that they need not take any other birth after their body is dropped, their gross body is dropped on this terra firma in this birth. These people do not want to come back again. In such cases, the soul's vibrations are of supreme intelligence and logic. These people keep contemplating and thinking about the Lord. They keep meditating on the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such people's souls give a particular type of vibration which is taken by the causal body of material intelligence, and it is colored with material universe and then transmitted to the gross body. In other words, though the causal body of material world may not like it, it is not able to convey the vibrations from the soul directly to the gross body because it is beyond the understanding of the brain of the gross body. This soul's vibration at least tries to help a living entity realize that he or she has an ultimate aim of getting self realized. Liberation and deliverance may come later, but such people may be able to understand that they have come here with a divine assignment from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead helps every living entity by placing a localized extension of himself as supersoul or localized Paramatma in the hearts of every living entity. The vibrations from the soul come according to the intellectual and spiritual progress of a particular living entity. These vibrations are sublime in nature, and it takes a lot of hard work, penance, and meditation to realize its true worth and importance in the life of a living entity. The causal body of intelligence may be extremely intelligent material wise, but even it has to graduate to the spiritual level to realize the vibrations from the soul. This causal body of intelligence takes the vibrations from the soul and then, after processing them and trying to keep them as spiritual as possible, transmit them to the gross body and its brain. After all, this brain is material. It may or may not understand the spiritual side of this vibration. As mentioned before, only 5% of the society is able to understand the importance of these vibrations. If the brain does, then it is poised to take this particular living entity to an exalted spiritual position. We shall talk about this in my next video. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this particular matter. Please give me your own priceless opinions, thoughts, and views so that I may blend it with my own theories for the sake of this society. Before concluding, let me remind you that I am also a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. This is, as you know, my spiritual vlog on YouTube, hariboltrsvnectar. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.